came field. Now, a bad thing for us is that they took out the onagers. So we won't be able to take out walls easily with this army. And this is bad. This is real bad. Alright. It looks like because of this formation here, they were not surrendering. And these are just not anybody. These are camel archers. And we won't be able to catch them without cavalry, and they'll be showering us. However, let's hope that they're going to be brave enough to engage us in a melee engagement so that we would be able to inflict enough casualties for them to retreat. I'm going to fast forward this just for a little bit so that hopefully they won't. Take forever. Now what we can expect is that simply they're gonna run out of arrows and they're going to engage our soldiers, and this is probably exactly what's happening here. We have engaged their camels, and that's it. The last of their armies have been destroyed. And this means that we are going to pursue them into their homeland. I think this was like the line where
on the move, lads. Ready for battle.
they were still kind of
Stragglers will be left behind.
gaining the land from the invasion. As you can see, this army of theirs survived.
Well met. What do you wish of me?
So we will have to somehow catch it, but I can't risk my soldiers just now. This army of theirs is very small. They can't recruit, but the units can't recover. So they can, of course, get lots of mercenaries and try to get us that way. But they should be weak for a very long time. If Egypt decides not to send reinforcements to Alexandria, then I personally believe that Alexandria is going to fall, because this siege lasts for a long time, and as you can see, the city is burning. Their agent actions have made some kind of a damage to my both armies, which is terrible. These agents are extremely powerful. Extremely. Well, it's good that their weakened army is retreating. I like that. They should retreat. Just hopefully Syracuse is not going to be extremely successful and won't invade into Saudi Arabia, in today's Saudi Arabia's lands, because they have armies, they have A lot of good armies. Alright. I'm moving forward. This army here, it needs to be in range of this force, just in case we'll be able to catch them. But all in all, everybody's recovering vastly enough. It looks like the army that conquered them is missing somewhere.
Let them cower before.
It's hard to say where. I'm going to build a few more buildings. As you can see, the food production is just going through the roof. 150 is a lot of food. Almost nothing to research. One horde will increase our income even further.
Thirsty for battle.
Whoa, look at this army, how ruined it's now. It's crazy, it's just awful to say the least. Very, 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 very bad. In theory, agents could take out entire units like that, I suppose. I'm not sure if they can. No, as far as I'm aware, agents can't destroy units. But as you can see, they can deplete their health to such a small number that it's awful. Circus has taken the city of Alexandria. I'll take Cyrene, which is good, and they should permanently and truly split Syracuse Empire, and they'll have only 2 cities here instead of 3, which is very good. As I have noticed now, the Egypt has launched a naval invasion, and they are probably, hopefully, going to retake Porytonion instead of my Ammonium. And hopefully that's exactly what's about to happen. Because I would not want them to make me fall back. Few more buildings. Let's see how they look like. As you can see, we are in very good relationships with civilized folk from the west. Rome is still a defensive ally with Syracuse. That puts us in a very good position. Syracuse is not that angry about the trespasses, but they are very, very happy about our fights against Egypt. Egypt, on the other hand, is just, it will hate us for the next generation at the least. At minus 1,200, that is a lot.
I will listen. I cannot say for how long, for matters of state and a splendid bowl of olives demand attention. Gods of Olympus, hear me. I accept, but do not punish my tongue saying what my heart does not feel.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you get a port, I'll give you a chance to buy everything, or almost everything there is to buy in this world.
In time, 2 things.
So as you can see, I am exporting a lot, and I'm just importing lead.
I will listen. I cannot say for how long.
And I'm making money with almost everybody I can. So I suppose Egypt ends here. These are the last maybe 6 or 8 settlements that they currently can have.
Thirsty for battle.
And
On the move, lads.
hopefully we're gonna have the majority of these when this war ends. By making 10,000, 75% of our current income just from trade, as always. Trade is of a big importance. These people here are still in a defensive alliance. Dalmatia did survive because of a Roman might who are at peace at the moment. Suebi have carved themselves a good empire by defeating their formal masters, maybe. They were rebels, so we could say masters. And Bactria is carving themselves into Europe, just like Ottoman Empire used to do, just from a different side. And there's going to be a fight for a century here. I personally believe Rome is going to get into a fight against Bactria. And Rome will win because they have all these settlements nearby. And Bactria has armies spread out, as you can see, on many fronts. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bactria deals with Suebi first. Now in here in Greece, this is a very interesting situation. They're all, for the last forever, absolutely forever, they were allies there. And how far they have expanded here into today's Turkey, I don't know.
Warriors all.
Now we reached a point where we discovered a different faction here at the south of Nile.
Pharaoh, the master of war, will set aside the sword. But you must decide quickly if you want peace.
No, they're at war against the Greek Confederation, me, and Syracuse. So no.
Your decision is, I hope, not as foolish as it first appears. Perhaps Tos will visit you later.
I'm at a really good position to take a few of their settlements. For this reason, I know that it's not in my best interest to make peace with them. Great. All of these armies seem to be free
For orders.
to engage enemy,
Thirsty for battle.
which is exactly what we're gonna do.
Laying siege to their hovels.
Going
Besieging
to encircle this settlement
Ready for orders.
and march one army south.
On the move, lads.
No attrition. Couldn't get any better than this.
How can I assist you? I will see to it.
Enemy
My
wounded.
success is for the tribe.
That's better than nothing.